Class 12 students await board exam evaluation criteria for college admissions. UPRTOU to set up Women Study Center. Government primary schools in Lucknow to open from July 1st, only teachers to attend. Students need early introduction to pandemic and disaster management, says CM Naveen Patnaik. NIT Jalandhar announces modified BTech curriculum, 6-month industry-oriented training to be included. CBSE and AICTE collaborate to launch Innovation Ambassador Program. Karnataka KET not to be a criterion for BSc admissions 2021. Good afternoon and a warm welcome. You're watching Education News Network, where we get you the latest developments in education at the top of this hour. This is Sanya reporting from ENN, and the daily stories are: with college admissions on the line, students across the country are getting jittery about how their grades for class 12 will be evaluated. The center had cancelled the board examinations in May but is yet to come out with a scoring criteria. Students are also concerned about possible inconsistencies in using internal examinations to evaluate the final marks. According to sources, there are many options that have been suggested that include giving weightage to marks acquired in class 10, board practicals, and historical data for moderation. Matthew K. Thomas, founder of All India Educators Forum, a group with over 25,000 teachers as members, said cancellation is a relief as students don't have to get stressed for preparing for exams. A result as per board formula should suffice for admissions, as they more or less give a realistic picture of a student. He believes that some combination of internal marks of grades 10, 11 and 12 will be evaluated in the final formula, but that is yet to be revealed. Following the instructions of the governor, authorities of Uttar Pradesh, Rajarshi Tandon Open University would soon be starting a women's study center. This center will motivate girls and women for pursuing higher education, health, self-respect, economic independence and use of technical resources. The Vice Chancellor of this Open University of the state, Professor Seema Singh, said, "The Center for Women's Study will reach out to the women and make them aware about the public welfare schemes of the state and central government so as to provide them with maximum benefits of various government schemes that are specially introduced for them." The Vice Chancellor further said that the purpose of WSC, which is being established for the first time in the university, is to provide maximum benefits to various government schemes to the women and make them aware with adequate information and practicality of the same. She said that through this center, the university would make the women aware of the traditional evils prevalent against them in the society and also about the life's philosophy of successful women. Over 1.5 lakh schools recognized by the UP Basic Education Board that are closed till June 30th due to the COVID-19 situation will resume work from July 1st. The government has, however, allowed only teachers and administrative staff to visit the schools. According to an order issued by Secretary of UP BEB Pratap Singh Baghel, students will not be allowed to attend schools till further orders. The schools can call teachers and employees based on their requirements, the order reads. For schools affiliated with the Central Board of Secondary Education and the Council of Indian School Certificate Examinations, the government has left it to the school management committees to take a call on whether or not to call teachers and administrative staff on campus from July 1st. The SMCs will be authorized to make any decision for schools other than UP BEB, said Baghel. Post-reopening, government schools will undertake activities aiming at 100% enrollment of students, distribution of food security allowance for midday meals and free books to students in a time-bound manner. To make Odisha pandemic and disaster resilient, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has announced the introduction of disaster and pandemic management as part of the curriculum for school and college students. Schools and colleges lay the foundation of a child, so it's best to hit the iron when it's hot and make them responsible citizens and enable them to think and act globally, says Bijaya Kumar Sahu, the advisor cum working president of Odisha Adarsha Vidyalaya Sangathan, Odisha government. It will also make the new generation understand the importance of clean water, sanitation, sustainable cities and communities, climate action, and life on land as part of the Sustainable Development Goal. A school curriculum needs to have holistic content. It is more advisable to build one which educates children about their health and safety issues in a comprehensive format, says Vinod Malhotra, advisor of Seth Anandaram Jaipuria Group of Educational Institutions. National Institute of Technology Jalandhar has announced that it has modified the BTech curriculum, in which 6 months industry-oriented project-based training has been incorporated in order to produce proficient graduates ready for the industry. While making the announcement, NIT Director Professor L.K. Avashi on Tuesday said that the students would also be encouraged to undertake the final year projects in the industry with a joint supervisor from the industry. He further informed that even though there was slowdown of the activities in the institute due to COVID-19 pandemic, the institute has declared this year as a year of innovation, IPR and technology transfer to further enhance the footprints of institution in innovation and creativity. Meanwhile, Ralhan emphasized on collaborative degree programs, professional chairs sponsored by industries and development of research and development laboratories sponsored by industries at the institute. The Central Board of Secondary Education has signed an MOU with AICTE to motivate, train and engage school students and teachers in various initiatives for skill enhancement currently being organized by AICTE for its engineering and technology students and faculty. NEP 2020 emphasizes on nurturing young students for problem solving and critical thinking at the school level. Teachers therefore will have to become mentors and guide these young students to pursue innovation and entrepreneurship. To strengthen the mentoring capacity of teachers, CBSE, in collaboration with the Innovation Cell, AICTE, Ministry of Education, launched the Innovation Ambassador Program. Dr. Abhay Jere, Chief Innovation Officer, AICTE, while speaking on the Online Innovation Ambassador Training Program, said it can help strengthen the mentoring capacity for nurturing ideas of students. He said it will systematically foster the culture of innovation in school education across the country. Universities in Karnataka have been directed to start undergraduate courses to accommodate the increased number of students at the second PUC exams have been cancelled this year. Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister C.N. Ashwath Narayan on Tuesday said that the idea to make common entrance test performance as the criteria for admission to Bachelors of Science could have been dropped. Earlier, it was said that in view of the cancellation of the second PUC examination, the Department of Higher Education had been mulling to make CET marks as the basis for admission to the BSc course. Apart from this, matters related to finding ways to accommodate the number of students whose number will be increased for the degree courses, implementation of e-office software were also discussed. That's all for today. Thank you for watching Education News Network. For more such videos, log on to our website theenn.com and do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Signing off, Sanya.